Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Whitney and today we're going to be continuing my makeup collection inventory. So as you can see in front of you, those are all some blushes. And yes, we're back. Back again. Yes, we're back. Tell a friend. Is that how it goes? Oh my god. Anyway, I cannot believe I just did that. So I had the genius idea when I was setting up these blushes, right? I said, oh, for the rest of my stuff, I'm going to go ahead and separate what I know is gratis versus what I know I purchased. So that way it's easier to differentiate, right? And then I set it out and this was all I had. Ridiculous. Not to mention, let me show you guys a recap of everything that I've already done. And these are the small categories that we have left. So I couldn't think of that genius idea ahead of time, but here we are and I thought about it. So over here we have my gratis blushes. This is a NARS Duo and then a Bobbi Brown. It's kind of like a shimmer brick, but it's got some blushy, let me just show it to you guys. There you go. So I consider it a blush because that's how I use it. And then I also have all of the blushes that I purchased. Now, of course, these are just single blushes. These do not account for any blushes that I have in face palettes, which you guys previously saw. So let's just run through it. We have Lorac. This is the Tarte Party Blush. That was the Sephora birthday gift a couple years ago. This is a blush from Cargo, full size. This is a mini blush from Cargo. This is, oh, when I say I bought, it could have also been like a free gift with purchase because I'm pretty sure this mini Cargo blush was a free gift with purchase. Anyway, this is a mini NARS blush. This is a blush from Amit Makeup. I got this one in either a BoxyCharm or a Glossy Box or Ipsy, something like that. I got that blush in. This is the Balm Cindy Luminizer. This is an Ulta Mineral Blush that I got. I hit pan on this blush and repressed it. It's really pretty. It's nice and shimmery. This is a blush that I got from Note Cosmetics. It in a BoxyCharm. This is the only cream blush that I own. It's from Sephora, and the only reason that I purchased it was because it was on sale like for $4, and then I think I got like 40% off of it because it was when I worked at Sephora. This is a blush from Becca that I got at TJ Maxx, extremely on sale, and I'm so excited. I love this blush. And then finally, my own one and only MAC blush. I absolutely love it. I went in for the shade Melba, and I came out with the shade Blush Baby. Let's see. Because this was just like, I swatched this and I wore it, and it's such a neutral, beautiful blush, and I just was in love with it, so that's the one I purchased. So that's it. Let's go ahead and count these blushes up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 single blushes, guys. The next category that I have is my single highlighters. So in true fashion, it's like really hard to see through the, I'm looking through the monitor, and like there's reflection and shimmer, and so, you know, in true reflection of highlighters, the packaging is difficult to see. So I'm going to do my best to show you guys everything that I have. Again, with my genius idea at the very end of this inventory collection, these two right here are the products that I had gratis to me. So this is the Fenty Duo highlighter in the shade Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I actually have not even used this. I think I swatched it a handful of times, but never actually used it on my face. And then this is the highlighter Champagne Pop from Becca. That was gratis to me as well, full size. I have Champagne Pop and I think 2 other versions and palettes, so I haven't even touched that one. It's crazy, but I do love that color, so I am going to keep it, although I don't know if I will ever get through any of the highlighters that I own. I have 2 cream highlighters. This is Copacabana from NARS, and believe it or not, I purchased that. I don't even know how many years ago. I just hang on to it. This is a mini from Becca in the shade Opal. And then, of course, the 2 creams and all these are ones that I purchased and or got for free with purchase. So this is the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie highlight in the shade Fuego. The Wet n Wild highlight, I believe this was a collab with Fergie, but when I purchased it, it's not. This is in the shade Boozy Brunch, but this is like a really good dupe for a Champagne Pop. I think. It's been a while since I wore it, but I think it is. I have my Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in Sin. I have my Ofra highlighter, which is like the pinwheel. So you get a bunch of different colors in it. I really like this when I'm doing makeup on other people. Oh, in Beverly Hills. I don't get a ton of usage out of it on my own, but I do like it when I use it on other people. This is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. And this is a beautiful white golden highlighter. I love this highlighter, and this formula is really nice. As you can tell, I've worn the heck out of this highlighter. This is an e.l.f. baked highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. And I mean, I've worn this so much, but there's still so much product left. That's why I don't know if I'll ever get through these highlighters. This is a Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Blossom Glow. I hear great things about Wet n Wild highlighters. Other than this one right here, I've never owned one in this formula, and I've heard really good things about it. So hopefully when I get into it, I will really like it. Of course, the iconic Mary Luminizer. Absolutely love, love, love this highlight. You couldn't tell by the usage on it. I mean, there's a little dip right in the center, but I love this highlighter. This is actually called a blush from e.l.f. and it looks kind of funky. I don't know. This one might have to get on the wayside. It's called Koi, but this is a really cool toned, like taupey type shimmer. Let me see if you can see. No, that's not going to do it any justice. So I have worn this quite a bit, and it might be time for this one to go. I'm going to count it for now, but we'll see. Y'all know how I am. I'm not a huge declutterer. So anyway, this is a Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Dream Flashes Bellini, and I got this when it was on sale after holiday. I don't know, last year or the year before. Obviously never used it. I have this little sample Ofra highlight in the shade Rodeo Drive, and this was a free gift with purchase. I think their packaging is white now, so this is like old packaging. Oh yeah, duh, because here's the new packaging. This is the Ofra mini highlight in the shade Pillow Talk, and that's the pinky flash one. This one's pretty, but it has to go with certain specific looks. And then this is a tried and true as well, the Laura Mercier. This is, I got in a kit 01 highlight from Laura Mercier. It's just a really light, neutral champagne icy tone, and it's really pretty. The iconic Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and this is definitely, I have to be really, really tan. When I first got this highlight, I absolutely loved it. It was amazing, and that was before I realized it was slightly too dark for me. But that's okay. I still hold on to it, and I still like it. This is the Sephora brand highlight in the shade Stardust, and I have two of these. So actually, this one I use, and this one, as you can tell, still has the paper on it, never been used. So I'm going to put this one in my giveaway pile. So we're going to toss that one aside. And this one's beautiful. This one and the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter are identical. They have the same golden reflect. This was like $7 on sale. That one was like $6, and you get a lot more product. So, you know, if you can't find this one, which I think they discontinued these, I'm not sure, that one is an exact dupe. Here's a little baby Laura Geller blush highlight in the shade Diamond Dust. I have not used it. This was a little gift with purchase. This is a little highlight from Winky Lux. When I get little samples like this, even though I don't know that I would use it, this is like a beautiful, it's not going to show, like a beautiful pinky icy highlight. Because I've never tried this brand before, I thought about giving this away when I got it as a free gift with purchase, but because I've never tried anything from this brand before, I was so tempted to keep it, and then I swatched it and I said, well, no, I've touched it, so I'm going to keep it. This is a mini Becca highlight in the shade Opal. This is basically in my everyday makeup. You can tell I've used it a ton. Still no pan. I'm waiting. I feel like right here in this center spot, there's going to be pan. I'm hoping soon. That pan can't be that deep. It's just a little mini, but that has lasted forever. And then this is a mini of Becca Moonstone. And I love the Becca highlights, so I will definitely be keeping these. And I do have Moonstone in another palette as well. So those are all of my single highlighters. Let's go ahead and count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23 single highlighters, and then there's that little one over there that I'm giving to, putting in my giveaway pile. So 23 highlighters that I will never go through. Moving right along, you guys, next is going to be my lip collection. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. As you can see right here are all of my lip liners, because those are easy for me to pull aside and separate. But as far as my lip balms, well, we'll get into that. So these are my lip liners. I went ahead and separated my Gratis right here, and then all of this is what I purchased and or received free with purchase. But let's start with the Gratis. I have 2 from Kat Von D. I have 2 from Givenchy. I have, what is that, 4 from Urban Decay, and I have 1 from NARS. And then on my purchase side, I have 1 from Maybelline. That's just a clear liner. This one's from Urban Decay. This was the limited edition Gwen Stefani collection. I have 2 minis from Bite Beauty. I have 3 from Smashbox. I have 1 from MAC. I have 2 random from beauty boxes. I think BoxyCharm, Ipsy, Glossybox, something like that, but there are 2 right there. I also have 2 from Wet n Wild. I have 3 from Sephora collection, and I have 3 from e.l.f. So that is all of, and this little mini right here is looked like that before, but this is in my project pan right now, so that's the one I'm using. But I don't use lip liner a ton. I have a lot of them. I'm hoping to move through them and then really not purchase too many more. Maybe just have a couple of basic shades and that's it. So let's go ahead and count these up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
27 lip liners. So as I was saying about the chaos of my lip collection, I don't really know. I'm not sure how to do this because I have so many lip products. So I was able to separate lip liners because that's a easy category. They're all in one drawer. They're easy for me to separate. I can do that. As far as lip balms, lipsticks, lip glosses, lip stains, lip crayons, they're just all the same areas of my, they're just all mix and match. So it's so difficult for me to separate them, and I get anxiety when I try and do so. So my collection at this point is just not, it's not feasible for me to separate them without losing my mind. So the way I'm going to do it, this is the first set, which is unbelievable because this is more lipsticks than most people own in a lifetime, and this is just one section. So I'm gonna do this the way that I have it set up in my on my vanity desk. So these are all the lipsticks and lip balms and lip stains that currently sit on top of my vanity desk. So these are what you would call my everyday lip products, which I know how that sounds, and of course I'm not using these every single day. There's no possible way I could use all these every single day, but that's just, this is what we have to go with. I'm already, if you can tell, like babbling. I'm overwhelmed by these lip products just as is. So let me just go ahead and I'm just gonna count them because there's no, I will be here all day if I try to go through with you guys. Hopefully one day I will be able to separate out each specific category and actually go through and show you guys what I have. But at this point, it is just not possible. So let's just count because I just can't anymore. We're going to start over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63.
That would be 63 lip products just sitting on my desk. My God, I can't even believe it. I know. All right. 63 for this section. Let's write it down and then we'll add up the rest of them. So here is section number 2. I think in total I'm going to have 3 sections. So you saw the first one. Here's the second one. I couldn't even take them out of the drawers. I just took the drawers out of my little acrylic compartments, and I couldn't even bear to take them out. So they're just still sitting in the drawers that they originally sit in. So these right here are mostly miniature lipsticks and lipsticks that I got in holiday sets probably, I don't even know, 2-3 years ago. These are actually all lip balms. So that, I guess I could have categorized separately, but let's just not get into it because I just can't. And then this is also a bunch of minis from different brands and just random one-off brands that I have. So, and obviously in this category, I'm not separating Gratis from what I bought or purchased. It's just almost impossible. So maybe one day, and if I go through products, you'll see in my empties, I will definitely say if I got it in Gratis or if I purchased it. But in this, it's too much. So let's just count section number 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69,
number 3, and I thought this was going to be my third and final section of lip products, but it turns out that I am going to have one more. So I just couldn't get it all out in this last segment. So far in our first section, we had 63 lipsticks, and in our second section, we had 66 lipsticks. So can we keep it in the 60 category? I don't know. This looks like a bunch. So in this group here, I was able to separate gratis from non-gratis, because when I used to work at Sephora, I would keep most of my gratis lipsticks in one compartment, so that way I knew I could wear those to work because we sold them. And if someone asked me what color what are you wearing, I could tell them what it was, and I knew we sold it at Sephora. So anyway, so that's going to be, all of these were gratis to me from Sephora. And then this could possibly be a mixture of bought, purchase, gratis. Something might be thrown in there, I'm not sure, but I know for sure that all of these were gratis to me. So let's just go ahead and count this third section up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64.
Well, guys, we did it again. We kept it in the 60s for this section. This is 64 lip products being added to the total. Thank the Lord. This is the last lip section that I get put out. Well, sort of. It's a halvesy. Okay. Anyway, I'll explain that later. So this is the final section of lip products that stay in my vanity. Again, a mixture of bought, gratis, free with purchase, blah, blah, blah. As you can tell on this side over here, these are boxed and have never been opened. Can one of you explain to me why I need that? But somehow in my brain, that is acceptable. And I'm trying to get out of that pattern, which is why I am going through these motions to teach myself I don't need to buy another lip product for the rest of my life. So anyway, let's go ahead and get them counted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
So that's going to be 53 products. And with that, I'm going to write it down real quick. I also need to add in products that I have in my car and at my desk for work. So I have one lip balm in my car. I have a lip balm at work. I have 2 lipsticks at work and a lip gloss at work. So I think that is 5 additional lip products that are not currently here in my possession, but in my car and at work. So let's go ahead and add another 5. So as you can see, my lip liners were separate, and then I combined my lip balms, lipsticks, lip glosses, liquid lips, etc. to get my total number. And when I add all of those up, it is 251 lip products. That is unreal. So and add that up, 251 total lip products, except for lip liners. That is absolutely disgusting, unreal. But as you can tell, guys, look at that. One more category to go, setting sprays. Let's get it done in this video, and we can finally be finished with the makeup inventory collection. Alright guys, as promised, let's wrap up this video. This is my last category, and it is setting sprays. I have basically my favorites, which are the Urban Decay All Nighter in the old packaging, because I bought a ton of those when they were being discontinued and got them for a great deal. And so I only have 2 left. And I also have the MAC Fix Plus. So this is the one I'm working on. This is my backup. Love MAC Fix Plus for my for spraying my brush and wetting my brush to get my shadows more pigmented, and really just to help get the powdery look on my face looking more seamless and flawless. I recently picked up the Morphe setting spray. I have used it, and let me tell you guys, I really like it. So depending on if I can catch it on sale or use my Ulta coupons, it might just replace my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Let me know your guys' opinion, but I used it and I really, really enjoyed the way that it set my makeup. I also have the Smashbox Primer Water. I'm wishy-washy on that. I think it's okay, but it's not my favorite. And then right here, we have the Supergoop Setting Mist with Rosemary. This is more of a sunscreen spray, so I don't really use it to set my face. I use it when I know I'm going to be out in the sun. So that's it, guys. I'm super excited that this is the final category in my collection. And let's go ahead and count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 setting sprays. Okay, y'all, so I have added it up. So we started in October. This is where we are. Look at those numbers, guys. That is unbelievable. Oh, yes, and my almost 2-year-old got a hold of my pen and scribbled all over it. So this is the grand total, guys. 712 products in my collection. That is absolutely unreal. We can see quite a few categories where the double digits, I mean, that is just, I mean, that's crazy. I really don't feel like I need double digits in any category. So to have 712 products total in my collection is absurd. And yeah, so we are going to work on throughout these next years, dwindling that category down from 712 to something more manageable, something more, you know, easy and realistic, because this right now is not realistic. So let me know what your guys' collection look like and what your numbers look like. I'm pretty, I don't know. I'm torn because I love my collection, but at the same time, I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, how did it get to this point? You know what I mean? So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys subscribe, check out all my future videos. And that's it, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye.